I have a number of labs that I do direct, actually 5 labs, and 3 of the 5 have XiltriX. And I chose XiltriX, well, I don't know, 7 years ago, well before the pandemic. What I like about XiltriX is several things. I'm always nervous when everything is Wi-Fi. So XiltriX actually has hard wiring to substations where the tanks are, where the fridge is, where the freezer is, where my incubators are, anything that's temperature sensitive. There's an online portal, which is terrific. And this allows for real-time survey of equipment. You can obviously survey everything remotely. It can generate reports. It runs 24/7. The other thing I really like about it, the third thing, is that their call center and their responses are terrific. It's by text, it's by email, it's by phone, and they continue to uh, ping us until somebody responds. Also, their customer service and, replacement of probes or substations, all of these things are very good. And I do recommend XiltriX.
We take every alarm, especially from XiltriX, we take every alarm seriously because we just trust in the system. And, being able to further vocalize that, this company is actually a partner, right? It's not just a service provider. I'm a stickler for anything we can do to reduce risk. It's worth the investment. The data that XiltriX is able to also produce, right? All these systems are monitoring 24/7, every 30 seconds, 20 seconds, and you've got, actual data points that you can go back and start identifying trends before they even happen if you're really into the data, which we should be, right? So we can even predict that, hey, this incubator's kind of been warming up and creeping up over the last, week and a half. Maybe we need to take it out of, use and invest in something else. So, showing that, hey, it's not just an alarming system. We have a lot of data that we can look back at. When to change air conditioned filters because our VOC levels are rising, versus just watching and seeing, hey, embryos are not looking so good. Maybe we need to go change the filters. All these kind of additional aspects to the system that we can put in place and that I can propose and put in front of, the real business decision leaders as to, hey, this is more than just a nice to have.
These alarm systems like XiltriX, not only do they censor important aspects of the lab, but they follow up the alarms. So when the alarms ring, they're on top of the alarms so that they can make sure that a human being is notified in the proper ways.
What I really like about systems like XiltriX is they can also, check the temperature, check the CO2 levels, check the O2 levels, the refrigerator temperature, check, the status, whether we've got electricity to the lab. And that they've got, a dashboard that you can log on to remotely, either through your phone or through your computer. And you can kind of see, the status of what's actually going on. You need to really make sure that you've got a system that's redundant. Systems like XiltriX do have that redundancy built in, which is really, reassuring, for the lab, because the alarms always go off at about 2 o'clock in the morning. And if you just get a text message, you're not going to hear that. You're not going to answer it.